Hello, my name is Mike Smith and I'm the president and founder of T&K Futures and Options Incorporated, and today's video update is about how to incorporate alternative investments into a traditional portfolio. But before we get started, let's go ahead and cover the risk. Futures and options investing carries significant risk of loss and is not suitable for some investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and you should only use risk capital for these types of investments. Okay, I've been doing this going on 22 years now, trading futures and options, and a lot of people get confused about what it really is. They might have heard a horror story about their Uncle Joe who had huge margin calls trying to play a drought in the Midwest in his soybeans, or they think of those cheesy radio commercials everyone used to hear about buy heating oil with some overly enthusiastic pitchman trying to get you to buy heating oil in the winter and unleaded gas in the summer. That is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about taking a portfolio of commodities that are non-correlated to your traditional portfolio. And it's this non-correlation that can actually lower your risk and potentially increase your returns at the same time. So what this pie chart is showing you is, so here's your portfolio, and let's say this piece of the pie isn't putting in there yet, but so here's what you have. You have stocks, bonds, CDs, annuities, money markets, whatever it is in your traditional portfolio. Well, what we're talking about here is taking 20% or less of that pie and putting it towards futures and options investing. Now, if you don't have the time to do it yourself, there's plenty of people that can do it for you, help you. There's commodity trading advisors, there's plenty of brokers that have been around long enough to help you with the futures and options part if you can't do it yourself. But by adding these non-correlated assets to your stock and bond portfolio, you can actually lower the risk and volatility of your portfolio. And I'm going to show you how this all works. So one of the benefits of adding alternative investments is you can achieve true diversification. Say one of these stocks is IBM. Do you think soybeans care what IBM's doing? Say one of them is Microsoft. Crude oil couldn't care less what's going on at Microsoft. So you find that when the recent crash in 08, 09 happened, that it didn't matter what stock you had, what sector of the stock market, anything you had, your biotechs were down just as much as your cyclicals, and your technologies were down just as much as your consumer staples. So in general, when the market crashes, it's all crashing when it comes to stocks. Whereas in the futures side of the equation, there's a non-correlation there. Futures and options are typically non-correlated to the stock. Sometimes there's a correlation, a slight correlation, but for true diversification, you have to have your money in non-correlated asset classes. So that's what we're talking about here. To achieve true diversification in a portfolio, you're going to need these non-correlated assets, which can potentially lower your overall risk and volatility while at the same time increasing your profit potential. Another benefit is a tax benefit. A lot of people don't realize this, but futures and options trading is taxed differently than the stock market, at least as of the time of this video. And it doesn't matter how long you held your option. You could have, or futures, say you're in today and out tomorrow, well, your capital gains are taxed at 60% long-term and 40% short-term, regardless of the time frame that you held that. So this is just a basic introducing people to the idea of adding alternative investments into a traditional stock bond portfolio that people have. Just something to think about. Maybe this is something that might work for you. Maybe not, but it's just something to think about as far as putting your portfolio together. If you have any questions, you can give me a call. Go to tkfutures.com. My name again is Mike Smith. My contact information's there. I also wrote a book called The No Nonsense Guide to Buying and Selling Options that's available on Amazon. That might help you as well. But I hope this just opened your eyes to the potential benefits of adding futures and options to your current portfolio. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.